Hey everyone, welcome back to Miss Alvarado's YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing Tuesday's Give Me 5 for page number 8. Okay, Tuesday's Give Me 5 for page number 8. The first problem they have is they want us to multiply 987 times 3. 987 times 3. Okay, so we set it up in the standard algorithm way, aka the turtle method, okay? And we're going to multiply the 3 times all of these numbers, starting in the lowest place value, which is the ones place, and then the tens place, and then the hundreds place. So here we go. 3 times 7 equals 21. Drop the 1, carry the 2 onto the next place value. Now we're going to do 3 times 8. 3 times 8 equals 24, plus the 2, 24, 25, 26. Drop the 6, carry the 2, and we're going to cross out that other one because we're done with it. And last, 3 times 9. 3 times 9 equals 27, plus 2, 28, 29. Your final answer is 2,961. 2,961. Okay, next, the next column is finding decimals to fractions and fractions to decimal. Okay, and I'm going to use a number line to explain these, to find the equivalent fractions, okay? Because these 3 fractions that they have given us are benchmark fractions, okay? So here's a number line, here's 0, and here's 1 whole, okay? 1/2, 3/4, and 1/4 that are on our paper right there, okay? Those are all less than 1 whole. So then let's put them on our number line, okay? Starting at 0, 1/4 would be right here. You know what? Rewind. Okay, from 0 to 1. Okay, from 0 to 1. How many parts make up a whole? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I know our denominator is going to be 4. Okay, this is 1 out of the 4. This is 1, 2, 2/4. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 3/4. And this is 1 whole, which is the same thing as 4/4. Okay? Let's take a look at 2/4. 2/4 can be simplified. There's an equivalent fraction. Well, I know 2 is half of 4, so I know this also is, it's also equivalent to 1/2. So we have 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, and 4/4, which is the same thing as 1 whole. Okay, so now let's talk decimals now. Okay, we need to find equivalent decimals for these fractions. Well, let's pretend we have $1. Okay, that $1 is broken up into 4 parts. Okay, 4 equal parts. Okay, what coin, if we had 4 of them and they were all the same, what coin could we use to represent each one? That's right, a quarter. So if I had 1 out of the 4 quarters, I would have 25 cents. What about if I had 2 out of the 4 quarters? How much money would I have? If I had 2 quarters, how much would that be? 50 cents. 50 cents. So 2/4 is the same thing as 50 cents, and 1/2 or 5/10. But in this case, it's this one. Either one is acceptable, but this one. Okay? Now, if I had 3 quarters, 3 out of the 4 quarters, how much money would I have? 75 cents. And if I had 4 out of the 4 quarters, how much money would I have? $1. Okay? So now let's use this number line to help us answer these questions. The first one, what decimal is equivalent to 1/2? right here. 1/2, bam. Either one of these answers is acceptable for 1/2. The next one, 3/4. Well, let's find 3/4. And the decimal that's equivalent to 3/4 is 75/100. And the last one, they want to know what decimal is equivalent to 1/4. So here's 1/4, and the equivalent decimal is 25/100. So there are your answers. Great job. All right. So this is what your answers should look like if you want to pause that. Okay. Next one, they want you to subtract. They want you to subtract 401 2/10 minus 217 2/10. So you need to make sure you put the bigger number on top when you're setting up to solve this problem. So I'm going to put 401 2/10 at the top, and then underneath it I'm going to put 217 2/10. Make sure you're lining up your decimals. And then we always start in the lowest place value. So 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 minus 7, we can't do that, so we got to go to our neighbor and borrow. Our neighbor doesn't have any, so we got to go to our next door neighbor. The 4 is going to give us some to borrow. Okay, but that 10 needs to give that 1. So these are the numbers when we're done regrouping. These are your numbers. 11 minus 7 equals 4. 9 minus 1 equals 8. And 3 minus 2 equals 1. And drop your decimal. Your final answer is 184. On the Google Forms, you can type in your answer like this, or you can type it in just with the 184. Okay, so either or. The next one is the solve and label with the strip diagram. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and label your strip diagram with what you have and what you do not have. Okay, and based off of that information, what operation are we going to be doing? We have both parts, but we're missing our whole. So what operation are we going to do to find that missing part? That's right, we're going to add those two parts together. So you need to add 8,011, put the bigger number on top, and 8,000. And boys and girls, this is some easy mental math. Okay, so you can imagine in your head 8,000 plus 8,000. Okay, well I know 8 plus 8 is 16, and then I add those 3 zeros behind it. So 16,000 and then plus 11. That's right, 16,011. 16,011. If you wanted to use the standard algorithm to solve this, you could. 1 minus 0 is 1, 1 minus 0 is 1, 0 plus 0 is 0, and 8 plus 8 is 16. We get the same answer. Okay? And last but certainly not least, we have our multiplication facts. 8 times 7 equals 56. 8 times 7 equals 56. 9 times 3 equals 27. 9 times 3 equals 27. 4 times 6 equals 24. 4 times 6 equals 24. All right, boys and girls, that is it for Tuesday's Give Me 5 for page number 8. Make sure you go into the Google form and fill out your answers and click submit at the bottom of the page, or else I won't get notified of your answers. I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you on my next video.